Hey Gemini, welcome to your love and romance reading for April 2022. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to incorporate the Venus energy here as well because it is a love reading. We're going to connect and see what messages are coming up for you guys around love and romance for April 2022. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I feel like we need one more good shuffle. There we go. And the first card coming up here for our dear old Gemini friends is the Ace of Wands. And this is powerful, fiery, passionate energy. Now, Gemini, the first thing that I'm feeling as I'm looking at this card, I'm feeling a burst of energy in my root chakra, like a volcano, okay? So, a lot of you have had some kind of imbalance in your root chakra. And maybe you have felt very blocked in love and relationships. Maybe you have felt even blocked in terms of physical intimacy, or like hyperactive in the physical intimacy where there may be a lot of it, but it's not satisfying and it's not making you happy. It's like a whole lot of quantity, but no quality, or it's just crickets and tumbleweeds. Okay? There could be just a sense of also feeling like you can't reach that joy in that aspect. Or you may be feeling blocked in you just love, finances, all kinds of physical avenues in your life. So I feel Gemini is going through a really powerful, like, blast of energy in the root chakra, that it's getting the root chakra to like the accurate flow, the accurate speed where it needs to be. Like it's being re-gauged or something, recollaborated in some way. And so I feel like there's going to be a lot of new energy coming in for you guys. I feel like there's going to be not just in your love life, but also opportunities. But I feel like there's going to be relationships coming in that you're actually excited about, that you're actually like looking forward to. I feel for a lot of you, this Ace of Wands is feeling like a new beginning or a second chance. I feel like some of you Geminis have been, like, you might think of a love that didn't work out in the past. Maybe you're beating yourself up for it. Maybe you're blaming yourself like, oh, it was so good, but I didn't realize it and I screwed it up, or I pushed the person away. And oh, if only I had another chance. Spirit wants you to know that whatever happened in the past happened for a reason. It happened the way it was meant to happen, so you're not doomed. You didn't miss your one and only chance. But a lot of you have been wishing for like somebody like that again, right? You've been wishing for somebody like that again, or that kind of chance again. And the Ace of Wands makes me feel like this is it. This is the do-over, essentially. But it's a higher vibrational person than who you were with last time, and you're in a higher vibration. So this time, odds are pretty good. This time things are looking pretty good. So I feel there's some kind of unblocking and like new energy. Keep in mind that we're coming into a new astrological year, an astrological new year, and we have the new moon in Aries on April, I want to say, is it 2nd or 3rd? Maybe April 3rd. We have the new moon in Aries coming in, and so this is going to be like a clean slate, a fresh start. And Gemini is feeling it in the sense of like a do-over. Like, God, if I ever had that chance again, man, I would really take care of it. I would cherish it. I would really do it differently. And I just keep hearing do-over, do-over, do-over. I feel like this is a do-over for Gemini, but with a new person. I really want to emphasize that. I feel like it's with a new person. The next card that's coming up here for Gemini is the Tower. And this is a major arcana card. When the major arcana cards come up, this is going to be a new chapter, a significant turning point. Now, I know that the Tower is a card that scares a lot of people. It freaks them out. But the Tower card pretty much means that we're seeing through illusions. We're having a paradigm shift. And we are breaking out of our comfort zone to embrace permanent changes. Your life is never going to be the same again. So this is the kind of soulmate in which your life is never going to be the same again, right? There's a lot of growth here. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of, I'm hearing blossoming, 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 blossoming. Now, the Tower also has a Scorpio element to it. So there could be a Scorpio coming into your life. You may be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay? But this is going to be like the Scorpio of all Scorpios. The Scorpiest of Scorpios. And I know that Gemini and Scorpio is sometimes said to be not very compatible because Gemini likes to keep things lighthearted. Gemini can be a bit playful. Gemini likes to be social and have a lot of different friends. And, even if they're not like cheating, but they like to be social. They like to talk. Maybe sometimes they like to flirt. And Scorpio is said to be jealous or like going like really deep, analyzing things really deeply. And so it's said sometimes not to be the most compatible match. But a lot of it depends on what your placements are. You may have other placements, they may have other placements to where this is a good fit. And because of the level of the Tower, I would say this is somebody very like mature and somebody who is not going to be like that that typical stereotypical jealous Scorpio, or that stereotypical super emo super goth kind of Scorpio. This is going to be somebody that is a lot more balanced. And so this could be somebody that's really kind of like showing you a whole new world or a whole new way of doing things. If you have a Scorpio placement, there can be big changes and big shifts happening in your life that are directly leading you to a soulmate. There could be big changes or big shifts in the area of the life where you have the Scorpio placement. I feel for some of you there may even be a relocation. Some of you may even be returning to a place you said you would never go to again. Maybe you left home in college and you were like, to hell with this crappy place. I can't wait to never see it again, right? And you went on to bigger and better things. You may be returning, but I feel like when you're returning, you're realizing that the place also has changed. It's not the same place. And I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised, like there's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of evolution. There's been a lot of awakening. So I feel like it's a pleasant surprise. But some of you may be returning to a place you swore you were never going to go to again, only to be pleasantly surprised. Some of you may be relocating to a place you never saw coming, and you're going to be like, wow, I feel very comfortable here. I feel very at home here. There could be an element of relocation because this tornado is really jumping out at me. And I'm seeing it like the funnel cloud touching down, picking you up, spinning you around, and then dropping you off somewhere else. It's almost like a symbolic rapture of some kind, where you're being picked up from one place and being put into another place. But you're going to be happy. You're going to be like, this feels right. This is where I'm supposed to be. So there could be an element of completely and totally geographical change for some of you Geminis. And you may be like, this feels right. This feels good to me. But prepare to have your mind blown. That's all I can say. Because that's the element I'm feeling here with this Tower. I feel like you're never going to see things the same way again. You're never experiencing things the same way again. the way you're looking at love, the way you're looking at relationships. But as I said, it all feels very positive to me. It's going to be scary. It's going to be absolutely terrifying. I'm not lying to you. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be very scary because it's pushing you out of your comfort zone. So even when things are good, if it's pushing us out of our comfort zone, it feels scary. Foreign things feel scary. But you're going to see that, wow, this is a breath of fresh air. This is what I needed. This is exactly what I needed. The next card that's coming up here for Gemini is the Moon. This could be Pisces or Taurus energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces or Taurus. If you have Pisces or Cancer, I'm sorry. I said Taurus. I'm in Cancer. You know why I said Taurus? I'll tell you. Because I for some reason saw the High Priestess in my mind. And so the High Priestess is Pisces and Taurus. But there's no such thing as an accident, and there's something here in the energy, so I'll get into that here in just a moment. The Moon card can be Pisces or Cancer. If you have Pisces or Cancer placements, again, big changes, big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life that are positively affecting your love life. Some of you could be calling in a Pisces or a Cancer, or dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer. The Moon card overall, though, is overcoming your fears. It can also be very deep emotions coming to the surface. Some of you may be processing some childhood traumas that have negatively affected you in your love life, but now you're finally ready to process them and release them, maybe cry them out, let them go, and so they're not going to have that negative impact on you anymore. I feel that it's impacted a lot of you in terms of letting people in emotionally. So I feel like a lot of Geminis are going to be feeling an increased emotional availability, or an increased capacity to receive love. Maybe before, when people tried to love you, it maybe scared you and you shut it out or you pushed it away. But if you were doing that, you're not going to do that anymore. Or you were attracted to people who were doing that to you. You're not going to be attracted to people who do that anymore. Okay, so coming back to the Taurus element, the energy here is really giving me High Priestess vibes. Okay, even though I don't have the High Priestess here, we'll see if she happens to pop up. The High Priestess is a card of extreme intuition. Okay, extreme intuition. And to me, it's like a master healer. And so some of you are healing, and you're stepping into your healing gifts and abilities. And I feel like this is something that maybe is a little bit scary for some of you Geminis, but it's opening you up to experience connection in a very magical way. And don't be surprised if this all of a sudden is making you a lot more magnetic, a lot more desirable, right? You may have a lot of people pursuing you. The issue, though, is the High Priestess energy is a healing energy, so it attracts a lot of damaged people. It attracts a lot of broken people. So the High Priestess needs to learn pretty quick that not everybody who wants the High Priestess gets to have the High Priestess. We learn to set boundaries, when we're in this energy. So I feel a lot of you, as this trauma stuff is releasing, or as this old energy is releasing, these buried feelings, this shadow work, it's also bringing you into High Priestess energy. You're tapping into a level of intuition and healing gifts and abilities you didn't know that you had. And Spirit was not allowing you to tap into it because you weren't ready, in the sense that there would have been so many people pursuing you so persistently that you wouldn't know, you wouldn't understand the type of attraction, and you would have gone through even more heartache than what you've been through. It would have been absolute hell. You would have been whatever you've been experiencing up until now, imagine times 100. Top level energy vampires, like a swarm of them. It would have just been way too much heartache. But I feel there's a level of healing here, and a lot of you are also tapping into your healing gifts and abilities. Okay? But the Moon card is about overcoming fear, overcoming repressed, buried emotions. There could also be something happening here with the Tower and the Moon coming in together, where a lot of you have been asking for some kind of sign or some kind of message, like, should I really forever, forever, forever close the door on somebody? Should I really, really give up on this person? Because you may still be blaming yourself, and you may be saying, well, it's kind of my fault because I wasn't ready, or I did this, or I did that, or maybe I walked away from them too soon. Maybe I wasn't sympathetic or understanding enough. I don't care if this was like 15, 20 years ago. Something about the Tower and the Moon card makes me feel like you're going to hear news about this person, and it may make your blood boil a little bit, because you're going to realize that this person was not honest with you, and you've been carrying guilt for a very long time, blaming yourself when this person was not on the up and up. This person was not true blue. They were not being honest with you. And it's going to make your blood boil a little bit, because you're going to be like, you mean this whole time, here I am beating myself up. Here I am feeling like I messed the situation up. And they're the ones that were doing all this shady stuff. I'm hearing you dodged a bullet. Some of you are receiving information where you're like, I dodged a bullet. And it's like you're receiving the information you need to lay this to rest and be at peace with it once and for all. And to be okay with moving on, and to be able to embrace this new love that's coming in, right? And this new love is the real deal. They're not pretending. They're not an illusion like that other person was. The next card that's coming up here for Gemini is the Five of Pentacles. This also came up for Virgo. Okay, so maybe some of you are dealing with a Virgo, or you may have a Virgo placement. So you may be dealing with a Virgo, some of you, because it came up for them as well. Now, the Five of Pentacles is moving forward and going out into the unknown during uncertain times. And sometimes it's a card that comes up when we feel shut out, but there's a deeper meaning to this card, which is that going forward into those uncertain times, we begin to find soul family. We begin to find our soul tribe. And one of the meanings of Five of Pentacles is a faithful and loyal lover during difficult times, and drawing closer to somebody during challenges. It's like the relationship is strengthened by going through the challenges. And maybe in the past, Gemini, you guys have had a really hard time finding people who could love you when you're in your shadow. That's one thing I will say about Gemini. Gemini, you guys are sometimes referred to as the child of the zodiac. And I have lots of Geminis in my life. I'm a Scorpio, and some of my closest friends have been Geminis, and I can tell you that a lot of them, that the ones that I know, I don't mean to stereotype, but the ones that I know come off as just great big balls of sunshine. They can be a lot of fun, very funny, very clever, very quick-witted, really interesting conversation, very playful, very optimistic, right? So people maybe kind of get used to that. But then when Gemini gets in the sad moment, you may deal with people who they can't embrace that. And some of you are like, oh, I have a really dark shadow. And as light as I am, ooh, I'm dark. And just people don't know how to embrace it. They don't know how to be patient with it, right? And because you're so optimistic, because you're such a ball of sunshine, you probably attract a lot of people who are hurting. Like they want you to make them feel better. But then when you need somebody to be your rock, that person all of a sudden is like they're upset. Like, wait a minute. This isn't how it works, Gemini. You're supposed to be the ball of sunshine. You're supposed to make me feel better. I have problems. I have issues. I've had these bad things happen to me. I can't carry your stuff. You're supposed to be the rock for me. And then the relationship deteriorates. This person just expects you to be that ball of sunshine 24/7, right? Not even our day and night cycle works like that. There's a time for light, there's a time for shadow, there's a time for light, there's a time for dark. We can't be 24/7, ball of sunshine. It doesn't work that way. And so those of you who feel like you have a really dark shadow, you may have a Scorpio coming in. Because Scorpio, a healthy Scorpio, will be like, give it to me, baby. So like they'll be able to handle that. They may even be very moved by it. They may even be inspired, not like in a way where they're like eating up your sadness with joy, but I feel like they're very moved by your story. They're very moved by your experiences, and they may be helping you turn it into some kind of art or some kind of release. I feel like there's a sense of like taking old stagnant energy and making it into something new, something positive. Okay? It doesn't have to be a Scorpio, but it's definitely somebody who is like, they're ready for it. And they don't expect you to be 24/7 cracking jokes and optimistic. They love that part of you, but they're going to love you even in the shadow. They're going to love you even when you're in your, grumpiness, and even in your frustration and your negative mindset. They're going to understand it. And they're going to be there for it. You know what song I'm hearing, Gemini? There's a song, believe it or not, by Alanis Morissette. It's not You Ought to Know. It's not that one. But she has a beautiful song called You Owe Me Nothing. And it's a beautiful song, in my opinion, about what true love is. We all have different definitions of true love. And this is the way that this person is going to love you. So check out You Owe Me Nothing by Alanis Morissette. I feel like this is the kind of love that this person is bringing you. Like this is someone who has really healed. This is someone who has battled some really big demons and they've healed, and so like they understand. They understand and they're here. And they're not taking things personally. You get angry, you raise your voice, they're not gonna shrivel up and cry. Oh, Gemini's angry right now. Let me hold some space for Gemini, right? This is someone who's ready, okay? The next card that's coming up for Gemini is the Page of Cups. So definitely some water energy here, right? We have water with Scorpio, we have water with Pisces and Cancer, and then we have Page of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Page of Cups is also a sense of playfulness. So I feel like this is a relationship where there might be some dark things, but this is someone who can bring humor into it. As I said, you guys are seen as really positive, really funny, really fun. And you're able to turn heavy moments and like lighten the mood, but you haven't found somebody to do that for you. I feel like this person's coming in like the Page of Cups, and they're being that person. They're being that person for you. They're cheering you up. They're cracking a joke. They're lightening the heavy moment. Now I'm hearing another song, I Got You, Babe. And when you're sad, I was your clown, right? So there's this sense here that like there's a playfulness. Pages can also sometimes have to do with children. So maybe some of you are manifesting this, like stepping into a parent role, or manifesting having a child, even if it's later in life for you. that may be something that some of you are manifesting. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to every single one of you. Some of you are like, God, no, please, no, kids. But if it's something you're having in your heart, this could be something that some of you may be manifesting. I would encourage you to watch your moon, your rising, your Venus. Sometimes those might resonate more than your sun sign. They might add a little extra information. You might want to check out the weekly forecasts. Those are linked in the description. And you might want to check out private readings. If you want to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. If you can also check out the daily messages. I've been doing a card of the day to kind of help share a daily message. Check those out as well. They're on the channel. They're free. They're quick. They're short. Why not? I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful April. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the comments of the weeklies and the dailies as well. Take care and be well, Gemini.